Hello, welcome to the Circle of Fame.
In my business, I would say it's going from one to many. That's when you can grow. Because if you are only doing one-on-ones, then you are kind of working the hours and you can't expand. But when you go to one to many, you can have more people in one group and you can teach many people at one time.
What I noticed is in our world, although we are also connected, there's social media, there's everything, but people haven't felt so lonely as they do now. Because social networks, very often it's fake, people try to pretend to be something they are not. So what I really want is to have the feeling to be listened to be understood, and without really generally with a will to genuinely understand them, without having a fear to be judged, to be criticized, or to be given unsolicited advice. So when we give this open space, people, and when we are given this space, this is like, wow, we can really be ourselves.
I think that one step would be to write down during the week all negative thoughts or limiting beliefs that come in the mind. And then you will see that when you analyze that, there are few the same thoughts or ideas which can block your success, which can stop you and dispower you. And create autoresponder. Write the opposite one which will empower you, and write it down, keep it ready. Every time when you understand and pick up that idea that it is negative, automatically replace it with the empowering thought.
I think my big step combines a little bit of everything that has been said before. We are used to going in the hamster wheel. I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to take care of myself, take care of others, take care of work. I recommend people to create space in their calendar to reconnect with themselves. Without reconnecting with yourself, it's going to be impossible, because you're always going to be meeting someone else's expectation of success. So that reconnection space is imperative.
It starts, like I mentioned before, it starts with having awareness and knowing. You need to know your numbers, but you also need to know or have a way to quantify different parts of quality of life. How much time do you spend with your job or your business? How much time do you spend with your spouse or your girlfriend, or hopefully not at the same time? But what do you do? It has to be, you have to know your numbers, because you have to be able to measure something, because you can't grow anything if you can't measure it. So if you want to sustainably grow, you have to know what the reality is now. And when you're talking about time frames, I think if you're trying to measure your growth year over year, that's too long of a time frame. I think if you're trying to measure yourself month over month, that's too short of a time frame, because we tend to have, no matter how great of a person we are, we crap the bed once a month every year. We also have another month every year.
A really simple, be quite frank with you, the marketplace I deal with are usually solopreneurs, small business owners. Maybe there's a partner, maybe there's 3 or 4 VAs with them, but it's relatively small. Their bottom line cash flow would be at a minimum around about 20,000 a month. Okay, and I find that many of these people sort of they're stuck. They know what to do, but they don't know how to. They've forgotten how to do it. They don't know how to go to the next level. So to me, the innovative strategies are keeping things really simple.
When we think about mindset, instead of thinking about mindset as this is the end all be all, we have to be like this guardian and policeman of all of our thoughts. I like to think about mindset as the result of everything that's happening underneath. It's a result of all of our experiences, all of our societal conditioning, all of our experiences in childhood, whatever we've learned that has given us the perspective that we have. And if we look at sort of a global level and within ourselves, there's this idea of separateness, which gives us the idea of competition, that there's not enough and that we all have to fight each other in order to get it. Other side of that, there is the idea of oneness and wholeness. And that's where collaboration